Have you ever wondered about the tales and legends that are woven into the heart of Irish folklore, particularly about fairies? These tales, passed down through generations, are a rich tapestry of enchanting narratives, steeped in tradition, mystery, and magic. At the heart of these stories, you'll often find the mythical creatures of the fairy realm. These aren't your typical winged beings. Oh no, Irish fairies are a diverse group, with solitary fairies like the Clobhar-Ceann, the Fir Dearg, and of course the famous leprechaun, each with their unique quirks and tales. Today we'll focus on one such solitary fairy, the captivating Clobhar-Ceann, described by famous 19th century folklorist Nicholas O'Kearney as a jolly, red-faced, drunken little fellow who loved merriment and mischief. Intriguing, isn't it? Well, fasten your seatbelts, folks. Now let us delve into the fascinating world of the Clobhar-Ceann. Imagine a jolly, red-faced, drunken little fellow, always found in the cellars of the rich, astride a wine barrel with a brimful tankard in hand. This is how Nicholas O'Kearney, a famous 19th century folklorist, described the Clobhar-Ceann. A solitary fairy of Ireland, the Clobhar-Ceann is known for his love of the good life, particularly wine. He's often depicted as a merry sprite, singing away merrily, his cheeks rosy from the libations he enjoys. A creature of bacchanalian pleasures, he is as much a part of the wine cellar as the barrels themselves. However, his presence is not always a cause for celebration. As O'Kearney noted, any wine cellar known to be haunted by this sprite was doomed to bring its owner to a speedy ruin. The Clobhar-Ceann, with his insatiable thirst, could drain a wine cellar dry, leaving the owner not only without their precious stock, but also facing the wrath of this fairy if his wine supply was threatened. The Clobhar-Ceann is not just a lover of wine, but also a lover of song. He is often heard singing in the cellars, his voice echoing through the barrels, a melodic reminder of his presence. His songs are said to be as intoxicating as the wine he drinks, drawing those who hear them into his merry, albeit perilous world. Yet, the allure of the Clobhar-Ceann is not just in his jolly demeanor or his love for wine and song. He carries with him a purse, known as the sprite na skillina. This purse is said to never be without a shilling, adding another layer to the intrigue and allure of this solitary fairy. But the Clobhar-Ceann was not just a cellar dweller. He had a role to play in the grandeur of castles, too. And so our story of the jolly, red-faced, drunken little fellow continues as we delve deeper into the world of Irish folklore and the roles these fascinating creatures play in it. In the majestic Carrick Castle, or Ormond Castle in County Tipperary, our fairy had a special duty. Captivatingly, our Clobhar-Ceann was known by a different name here. He was called Leather Apron, and he had a rather unique responsibility. This merry sprite was the stern overseer of the castle's serving men and women. He ensured they fulfilled their duties diligently. If not, well, they'd face a thrashing from the very leather apron that christened him with his name. But don't let his strict side fool you. This was no ordinary taskmaster. He was a fairy after all. His apron was not just a tool for discipline, but a symbol of his authority and his unique place in the folklore of Carrick Castle. No wine cellar was safe, no duty was too small for the watchful eyes of the leather apron. And despite his duties, the Clobhar-Ceann knew how to have fun. With a purse always carrying at least a shilling, the Clobhar-Ceann was known for his amusing antics. This jovial fairy was never found without his sprite na skillina, a purse that always held at least a single shilling. It's as if he carried his own little piece of luck wherever he went. But the Clobhar-Ceann didn't just hoard his fortune. He had a knack for fun too. Picture this, a fairy atop a sheep or a shepherd's dog, riding them around purely for his amusement. It might seem bizarre, but for the Clobhar-Ceann it was just another day of merriment. This fairy was truly a character, full of laughter and mischief. He belonged to the cordwainer class of Irish fairies, known for their craftsmanship and artistry. But the Clobhar-Ceann, he was the life of the party, the one who brought joy and laughter wherever he went. The Clobhar-Ceann, a member of the cordwainer class of Irish fairies, was indeed a character full of mirth and mischief. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, or the Clobhair-Ceann will put a spell on you, hee hee hee.